Hello friends, Robert Max here. Welcome back to the Cards and Dice Dugout. This is episode number 9. Okay, yeah, we're not here to talk about the White Album or Tate LaBianca, although fair warning, over a couple of beers I could talk your ear off on that subject. Nope, we're here for time travel baseball. Game 4 of the Celluloid series between the Traveling All-Stars and Motor Kings and the Cleveland Indians. Traveling All-Stars and Motor Kings are leading the series 2-1. So far, the home teams have won the first 3 games. Cleveland would like to continue that trend. Traveling All-Stars, of course, would like to buck it. I didn't mention this before, but we are doing a 2-3-2 rotation, so this game and the next game will still be in Cleveland. Let's get to the starting lineups for the visiting Traveling All-Stars and Motor Kings. No changes from player manager Bingo Long. Leading off, we got Charlie Snow in right field. Bunny Downs bats second at second base. Batting third, Fat Sam Popper at first. Cleanup, catcher Leon Carter. Esquire Joe Calloway bats fifth and plays center field. Walter Murchman is in left field, bats sixth. Champ Chambers, third baseman, bats seventh. Lewis Keystone, the shortstop, bats eighth. And on the mound for game 4, Schoolboy Taylor. He's a right-hander, and he is a regular hitter as far as pitchers go. So we'll replace his card with a pitcher at bat card. For the homestanding Cleveland Indians, center fielder Willie Mays Hayes leads off. Izuro Tanaka in left field, bats second. Pedro Serrano, right field, bats third. Third baseman Roger Dorn bats fourth. Catcher Jack Parkman, he's back in the starting lineup, so Tom Berenger sitting on the bench. Catcher Jack Parkman bats fifth. Shortstop Toby Raina, sixth. Batting seventh, first baseman Charles Graham. Second baseman Mario Crespi bats eighth. And on the mound, left-hander Nathan Mosser, who is also a normal hitting pitcher. So we will replace his card with the pitcher at bat card. All right. So let's get underway. Whoops. Let's get underway. Charlie Snow steps up to the plate. Oh, and remember, before we get started, I have 2 goals for this game. One is to have fun. Of course, it's the number 1 goal. Secondly is to try to have no mistakes. Looking back over these other videos, I've made quite a few, including reading dice incorrectly. But anyway, the green die is for the batter. The red die is for the pitcher. Whichever digit is higher, that's the card we refer to. If it's doubles, we draw a gamble card, which I haven't shuffled. We draw a gamble card, and the picture on that gamble card will determine whether we look at the pitcher or the hitter's card. As far as fatigue for pitchers, I'm using the rules of 5 for time travel baseball. And if the pitcher does become fatigued, all results come from the batter card, which generally is not a good thing for the pitcher, so you want to get him out of there before that happens. All right, Charlie Snow steps up to the batter's box. Nathan Mosser delivers the pitch, and we are underway. And we are underway with doubles. It's coming off of the pitcher's card, and it's an infield line out to first base. Out. So there's 1 away. Second baseman Bunny Downs. We got a 5 off of the pitcher's card, and that's a slow ground out to third base. So Roger Dorn gets it and sends it over to Charles Graham for out number 2. Fat Sam Popper, the first baseman. We got a 7 off of the batter's card, and that's a high fly out to right field. So the traveling all-stars are retired 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first. Go to the bottom of the first, no score. Schoolboy Taylor takes the mound for the traveling all-stars. Willie Mays Hayes steps into the batter's box, and we got doubles again, and this is trouble right off the bat. It's coming from the pitcher's card, and it's a leadoff triple for Willie Mays Hayes. Man on third with nobody out. Infield's going to play normal. Izuru Tanaka. Double fours. Let's see where it comes from here. It's coming from the pitcher's card. And it's a strikeout. He strikes him out. So there's one away with Willie Mays Hayes on third. Pedro Serrano, the right fielder. 5 coming off of the batter's card. It's a deep fly out to center field. Should score the run. Runner on third scores. Other runners hold. So he flies out to center field. Happens to Willie Mays Hayes. He's safe at home. Advanced by the batter, and Cleveland Indians are up 1-0 with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Here's Roger Dorn, the cleanup batter. And we got a 6 coming off of the batter's card. And it is a sharp ground out to shortstop. Lewis Keystone tosses it over to Fat Sam Popper for out number 3. So after 1 inning of play, it's traveling all-star 0, Cleveland Indians 1. Go to the top of the second. Leon Carter. Got a 9 coming off of the batter's card. It's a sharp ground out to the shortstop. That brings up Esquire Joe Calloway. Double fours. We're going to flip the card because we need to, but both results are strikeout, and he strikes out. It's 2 away. Walter Murchman, left fielder. And the number 6 batter. We got a 7 coming off of the batter's card, and it's a high fly out to center field. And the traveling all-stars go down again, 1, 2, 3. Going to the bottom of the second with Cleveland Indians leading 1-0. Catcher Jack Parkman is up. And once again, we got doubles, and it's a strikeout. 1 away. Shortstop Toby Rainier. We got a 6 coming off of batter's card, and it's a high fly out to left field for out number 2. 2 away. Here's Charles Graham, first baseman. And we have a 7 coming off of the pitcher's card. It's take a gamble. There's no one on base, none. Catcher pounces on a squibbler in front of the plate and retires batter at first. So it's ground out. 2, 3, and the Cleveland Indians are retired. After 2 innings of play, Cleveland leads 1-0. Champ Chambers steps up to the batter's box. We got a 7 coming off of the pitcher's card. It's take a gamble. No one's on base, and it's a double on a misjudged shallow fly. So it's in play for a double. So the traveling all-stars have a runner in scoring position. Lewis Keystone up to the plate. We got a 7 coming off of the pitcher's card. Take a gamble again. And there's a man on second. It's a line fly out to center field, and the runner's hold. That's an out. Fly out to center field. And safe at second. Held up. All right. That's 1 out for pitcher Schoolboy Taylor. We got a 9 coming off of the batter's card, and he struck him out. It's 2-way. Leadoff hitter Charlie Snow, a.k.a. Richard Pryor. And we got a 3 coming off of the pitcher's card, and Nathan Mosser rears back and strikes out Charlie Snow. And that retires the side. So after 2.5 innings, Cleveland leads 1-0. They certainly would like to win this game, put some pressure on the traveling All-Stars. Schoolboy Taylor, back out on the mound. Mario Crespi up to bat. It's a 10 off of the pitcher's card. It's a pressure play. And in the basic game, pressure play is a strikeout. 1 away. Here's Nathan Mosser, the pitcher. We got a 5 coming off of the pitcher's card, and he strikes him out as well. 2 away. Leadoff hitter Willie Mays Hayes. 9 coming off of the pitcher's card. It's an infield pop-up. And that goes to first base for out number 3. So after 3 innings of play, still Cleveland 1, traveling All-Stars 0. All right, Bunny Downs. First batter for the traveling All-Stars at the top of the 4th. And we get a 7 off of the pitcher's card. Let's take a gamble. No one's on base. It's a single. And shortstop throw sails into the stand. Batter moves to second. Okay, so we got in play single. And then Bunny Downs is safe at second on an error. And it was the shortstop that caused the error. So Bunny Downs in scoring position with nobody out for Fat Sam Popper. And we got double 3s. It's coming off of the batter's card. It says extra effort. In extra effort, in the basic game, the bases are empty, the batter's hit by pitch. If there's runners on, we take a gamble. So we'll take a gamble. We have a runner on second. Infield pop out. That's it. So Bunny Downs is going to hold. And that pop out went to the pitcher. Goes out, pop out, pitcher, done, held up. All right. So there's 1 out for Leon Carter. James Earl Jones portrayed him in the film. Okay, we got a 9 off of the pitcher's card. It's an infield pop out to the second baseman. Pop out, second base. And he's held up. So there's 2 away for Esquire Joe Calloway. Got an 8 coming off the pitcher's card. It's a chopped ground out to the third baseman, Roger Dorn. Tosses over to Charles Graham for out number 3. And that retires the traveling All-Stars in the top of the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th with Cleveland leading 1-0. We had a leadoff triple from Willie Mays Hayes, and he was driven in on a sacrifice fly. Izuro Tanaka leads off. We got a 7 coming off of the batter's card. Whoops, I don't know why I did that. It's a high fly out to left fielder Walter Merchman. He's back on the track but makes the catch, and that's 1 away. That brings up Pedro Serrano. You got a 7 coming off of the pitcher's card. It's take a gamble. There's no one on base, and it's a double driven to the right center field wall for Pedro. It's in play, double. So Cleveland's in business with 1 out with Roger Dorn, the cleanup hitter, coming up to the plate. And we get a 6 off of the pitcher's card. It's a sharp ground out. Sharp ground out to second base. And on a sharp ground out, first base is occupied, double play. If first base is vacant, which it is in this case, the runner holds at second. So, ground out 4-3 for Roger Dorn, and he's held up at second. Brings up catcher Jack Parkman, who's back in the starting lineup. And we get a 4 coming off of the pitcher's card, and it's a walk. So it's first and second with 2 outs for Toby Rainier, the shortstop. And we get a 10 coming off of the pitcher's card. It's a pressure play. And in the basic game, pressure play is a strikeout. So that retires the Indians. After 4 innings of play, it's Cleveland 1, Traveling All-Stars nothing. Leading off for the Traveling All-Stars in the top of the 5th is Walter Murchman. We got a 10 coming off of the pitcher's card. It's a pressure play, and he strikes him out. 1 away. Brings up Champ Chambers. He's 1 for 1 with a double. 7 coming off of the batter's card. It's a high fly out to right field. And that's 2 away. Shortstop Lewis Keystone. He's next up. We got double 5s. And it's coming off of the pitcher's card, and it's a single. Had it come off of Keystone's card, it would have been a single with the chance to steal second base. But it's in play for a single. And the Traveling All-Stars have their 3rd hit. Pitcher Schoolboy Taylor steps up to the plate. There's 2 outs. He's staying in the game. And it's an 8 coming off of the pitcher's card. It's a chopped ground out to second base. Mario Crespi's going to toss over Charles Graham for out number 3. And the Traveling All-Stars are retired. Go to the bottom of the 5th. Cleveland leading 1-0. Schoolboy Taylor's still out there on the mound. And we get double 2s. It's coming off the pitcher's card, and it's an infield line out to the second baseman. So it's an out. And drive, second baseman. And there's 1 away. Brings up second baseman Mario Crespi. We get a 5 coming off the pitcher's card, and he strikes him out. That's 2 away. Brings up pitcher Nathan Mosser. And we got a 9 coming off the batter's card, and he strikes him out as well. So the Indians go down 1-2-3 in the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th with the Indians leading 1-0. So far, Nathan Mosser pitching a very good game. And so is Schoolboy Taylor, for that matter. Other than that 1 run, Charlie Snow, leadoff batter, steps up. We got a 5 coming off the pitcher's card. It's a slow ground out to second base. It's a 4-3, and there's 1 away. Second baseman Bunny Downs. We got a 5 coming off the pitcher's card. Another slow ground out. And this one goes to the pitcher, Nathan Mosser. And that's a 1-3. That's 2 away. Brings up Fat Sam Popper. Got a 5 coming off the pitcher's card. Another slow ground out. This one goes to the shortstop, Toby Rainier. 6-3, and the Traveling All-Stars are retired in the 6th. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Cleveland leads 1-0. Top of the order, Willie Mays Hayes steps up to the plate. Got double 5s. That's going to be a hit of some kind. Let's see where it's coming from. It's coming off the batter's card, and it's a pop fly double. Brings up Izuro Tanaka, who's 0 for 2. Willie Mays Hayes is on second. We got a 5 coming off of the batter's card, and he strikes him out. There's 1 away. Pedro Serrano, he's 1 for 2. Fly out in a double. We got a 5 coming off of the batter's card, and it's a deep fly out to right field. And on the deep fly out, runner on third scores, other runners hold. So that's out. fly out to right field. And Willie Mays Hayes is held up at second. That brings up third baseman Roger Dorn, the cleanup batter for Cleveland. And we got double sixes, and this is trouble. This is trouble. It's coming off the pitcher's card. It's a pop fly double. And on a pop fly double, runner advances 2 bases with 2 outs. All runners score. All right, so it's a double for Roger Dorn. And Willie Mays Hayes is safe at home, advanced by the batter. And Cleveland now leads 2-0. A 2-out double scores the second run. Both runs have been scored by Willie Mays Hayes so far. That brings up catcher Jack Parkman. And we got a 6 on the pitcher's card. It's a sharp ground out to first base. Fat Sam Popper will take it unassisted for out number 3. But Cleveland does pick up another run, and they now lead 2-0. Brings up Leon Carter in the top of the 7th for the traveling All-Stars, down 2-0. It's the 7 coming off of the pitcher's card. It's take a gamble. There's no one on base. Foul tip injures catcher. He leaves game and misses the next 2 games. I had stated before game 1 I wasn't playing this basic series with injury, so we'll draw another one. Batter fouls one off his fist check for injury, but of course we're not playing with injuries this time around. And here we go. Bounce out to third base. So Leon Carter grounds out 5-3. And there's one away. Brings up Esquire Joe Calloway. That's a 4 off of the batter's card, which is a deep fly out to center field. And there's 2 away. Walter Murchman, the left fielder. Got a 5 coming off of the pitcher's card. It's a slow ground out to shortstop. Toby Rainier to Charles Graham for out number 3. 6-3. And traveling All-Stars are retired in the 7th, top of the 7th. And Cleveland still leads. Now 2-0. All right. Brings up Toby Rainier. He's 0 for 2. We got a 4 coming off the pitcher's card, and it's a leadoff walk. Next up, Charles Graham, first baseman. We got a 9 coming off the pitcher's card. It's an infield pop out to the third baseman. Of course, the runners will hold on that. So it was to the third baseman. Pop out. Third base. And he's held up. Brings up Mario Crespi. Toby Rainier on first. And we have a 7 off the pitcher's card. It's take a gamble. There's a man on first. It's a short single. Daring runner dashes to third and is out. So we got to check Toby Rainier. Is he a daring runner? No, he is a fast runner. So he does not move to third, so it's first and second on the short single with 1 out. And that's going to bring up pitcher Nathan Mosser, and he's batting. We got an 8 off of the batter's card. It's a sharp ground out to second base, and let's see what sharp ground out says. Sharp ground out, first base occupied. It's a double play. Runner on first is out. Other runners advance 1 base, so it's going to be a double play. Let's see. Out. Ground out. And what did we say? It went second, so it's going to go 4, 6, 3. Done. What happened? The runner was on second base. He was advanced, I guess, by the batter. And the runner on first base was out. Double play. All right, so that retires the Indians, and we go to the top of the 8th with the Cleveland Indians leading 2-0. Traveling All-Stars need some offense. They have 3 hits and have left 3 men on base. We got a 7 coming off of the batter's card. It's a high fly out to center field. And there's 1 away. Brings up Lewis Keystone. And it's a 9 coming off the pitcher's card. It's an infield pop out to third base. That's 2 away. I think it's time we're going to pull Schoolboy Taylor for a pinch hitter. It's going to be Willie Lee Shivey. And pitchers Jimmy Newberry and Barney Morris are going to warm up in the bullpen for the Traveling All-Stars. So that's the line on Schoolboy Taylor. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error was committed by the Traveling All-Stars. So that's it for Schoolboy Taylor. And we'll pull this pitcher's batting card. So we got to change him. And it's going to be Willie Lee Shivey batting pinch hitter. So I got to find him here. Willie Lee Shivey. Save. All right. So 2 outs. It's Willie Lee Shivey. And we get double 4s. And either way, he comes up and strikes out. Okay. So, right-hander Barney Morris is going to come into the game and pitch for the Traveling All-Stars. He is a normal batter, and so we'll replace his card with the pitcher at bat card, the normal pitcher at bat card. So Barney Morris is a right-hander. So one of the mistakes I was making before with the ice, I wasn't remembering to change the pitcher when he was pinch hit for when they came back out on the field. So we got to take Schoolboy Taylor and replace him with Barney Morris. Save. So Barney Morris is the new pitcher. And just have to remember to replace him when he comes up to bat as well. Okay, so here we are in the bottom of the 8th. Cleveland leads 2-0. Top of the order, Willie Mays Hayes. And we got an 8 off of the pitcher's card, and it's a strikeout. And that's 1 away. Zora Tanaka, he's 0 for 3. Got a 9 coming off of the pitcher's card, and it's a pop out to second base. And that's 2 away for Cleveland. Pedro Serrano steps up to the plate. Double 6s. Coming off the batter's card, Pedro Serrano sends Esquire Joe Calloway back to the wall, and it is gone. Whew. Way out of here. 2-out home run makes the score 3-0. Roger Dorn comes up to bat. Barney Morris is shaking his head, looking out at the fence in center field. He turns around and gets his composure back, pitches to Roger Dorn, and we have a 10 coming off of the pitcher's card. It's a pressure play, and Roger Dorn strikes out. And that retires the Indians. So we go to the top of the 9th, last chance for Traveling All-Stars. And it is the top of the order. They're losing 3-0. This team seemed like they were like an offensive juggernaut. They had all kinds of power in the first 2 games, but not so much now here in Cleveland. All right, Charlie Snow leadoff hitter. It's a 6 off of the pitcher's card. It's high fly out to center field, and there's one away. Brings up Bunny Downs, second baseman. And we got a 3 coming off of the batter's card, and he strikes him out. Quite the performance from Nathan Mosser so far. 3-hit shutout and a complete game. Or so it seems. All right, last chance for Traveling All-Stars is Fat Sam Popper. And we get a 4 off of the pitcher's card, and he draws a walk. So the Traveling All-Stars are still alive. Cleanup batter, catcher Leon Carter comes up. And we get a 5 off of the batter's card, and it's a short single. Short single, runners advance 1 base. In play, single. Safe at second, advanced by the batter. Blake Stalker's getting up in the bullpen. He's a tough reliever and a workhorse for Cleveland. And we have Esquire Joe Calloway, who could tie this game with 1 swing of the bat. Oh boy. We get a 7 off of the batter's card. It's a high fly ball to center field. Willie Mays Hayes is under it, and he makes the catch, and that ends the game. Your final score, the Cleveland Indians 3, Traveling All-Stars 0. The lines, Cleveland 3 runs on, Traveling All-Stars no runs on 4 hits, 5 men left on base. Cleveland 3 runs on 6 hits, 1 error, and 4 left on base. Winning pitcher is Nathan Mosser. And see if we can get the line on him. Oh boy. Okay, home pitching for Nathan Mosser. Looks like the I-score is working. And while it is, that's going to tie this series 2-2. Got some other things coming down the road. Oh, here we go. Nathan Mosser pitched a complete game, 9 innings with 6 strikeouts, and he gave up 4 hits. Very nice performance. Cleveland pitchers have been doing well here at home. Okay, but anyway, that's Game 4, so the series is tied 2-2. Stays in Cleveland for Game 5 before heading back to wherever it is that the Traveling All-Stars play in some sort of weird alter reality. Who knows? But we got some other things coming up. The Stratomatic Baseball Old Timers Kings Tournament. Also, I've been messing around with the old game Title Bout, but there's a mini version of that game, which I want to put on the table as well. Fast action racing from Downey Games. Got to mount the playing grid onto some sort of cardstock. I'm kind of a little bit behind on that. And lots of other things coming down the road, including Player of the Game basketball, the 1974-75 New York Nets experiment. But that's going to do it for this episode. So if you stuck around, thank you for your patience. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please click the like. If you're a subscriber, I'd like to thank you for subscribing. If you're not, I'd ask that you would consider subscribing and liking this video. So until next time, take care.